so sorry.
Hello, I am Truman the Gray Merchant, and this is a special episode with my good friend Grace. Grace, what is New Moon with you today?
I think this is the wrong place to ask that, technically. But not much is New Moon, just kind of keeping up. The weather's finally getting warmer, which is really nice. But other than that, what's New Moon with you?
I have much that is New Moon with me, which kind of is the reason for this video, which we'll get into later. But going back to why I think it is good to use New Moon today, it is good to open your video with inaccessible references to your podcast, which Grace is my co-host on. And we can go into more detail about that podcast later for anyone interested. But today, the main point is, as I had you do with vampires once before, I'm going to make you do a blind tier list of the cats of Magic the Gathering. I have assembled a sample of Magic's many, many cats. I am going to give you them one by one and have you place them on a tier list.
Beautiful.
And what is your knowledge of Magic the Gathering, Grace?
Pretty much the same as it was last time. Now I feel like I know a little bit about vampires. I know that it is a physical card game. I know that there are some overlaps with other magical things like Dungeons and Dragons and other things like that. By happenstance or on purpose, can't answer that. But other than that, I'm still pretty much in the dark about Magic the Gathering.
Okay, so you're basically an expert.
Yes.
So I'm going to have you rank these characters, and then only after your answer is locked in will I give you some information on them.
Beautiful.
Which means you might rate a character highly and then learn that they're a war criminal or an incel or something. Or you might rate a character low and it turns out they're the most beloved person in the game.
Beautiful.
So are you ready?
Yes.
For anyone unfamiliar with the format, higher is better, lower is worse.
Cool.
All right, so to begin, we have Ajani Goldmane.
Ooh, something is a little off-putting about him. But
Okay.
he does have, like, a regalness to him that makes me think that, like, maybe he's important. But I'm not sure if I'm getting more, like, of a Scar or a... What's their dad's name in Lion King?
Mufasa.
Dad? Mufasa. Beautiful. I don't know if I'm getting more of, like, a Scar or Mufasa vibe.
Inside you, there are two cats.
There's Scar and there's Dad. I want to put him A because of his power.
So this is, as I said, Ajani. He is probably the most prominent cat in Magic the Gathering. In this video, there will be cat people, wild cats, house cats, cat monsters. Got a little bit of everything. Ajani is a cat person. In Magic, that is usually called a Leonin. And he is a planeswalker, who are characters that can walk between the different dimensions that individual Magic sets take place in. In fact, he was one of the first to receive a planeswalker card. Initially, he was the least popular of the first 5, probably because he was the only non-human. But with time, he has grown to become a beloved icon. He's endured a lot of trauma in the story. He had a depression arc, but he's hopefully on the mend.
Relatable.
And this is Arabo.
First reaction, giving Statue of Liberty. It's reminding me a little bit too much of America right now. And because of that, immediately D. I say not F because I think that it looks really, really powerful, but I'm just not interested in the aura that he's putting off right now.
Okay. Yeah, first, going back to Ajani, I'll quickly say he definitely is a lot closer to Mufasa than Scar.
Okay, cool.
Even though he has a scar over his eye.
Yeah.
But he's a good person.
It didn't cause him to become evil.
No. Right, so Arvo is a cat avatar, and he is the progenitor of all cats in the multiverse. It seems like. Every cat, from the littlest house cat to the biggest lion, has a little aspect of Arbo in them.
Interesting.
D tier.
I mean, yeah, his power is spread out, so
Mm,
is it really that usable?
is it a pyramid scheme? This is Wazatora.
Oh, that's a cat? I guess like
Yeah.
panther-like.
Hmm.
Has wings. The dark background. Interesting. These cat auras are a little less distinct than the vampire ones, you know?
Okay.
I'm gonna say C tier because it doesn't look all that powerful. I feel like their ability of flight is probably the best part about them.
Okay. So she is a cat dragon.
Okay, that's kind
And
of
it's
cool.
interesting that you think she lacks power because she is the queen of her people. And in one odd scene, she defeats all of the other females of her species to get the right to mate with the alpha. So do with that what you will.
You know, what I'm hearing is that she betrays women
Mm,
for men. And
wow.
to me, that would even lower her to F tier. But it's too late.
But,
Locked in at C.
yep, as we know, locked in. Not a girl's girl. So this is not a specific character. It is just a displacer beast.
C. I feel like that kind of gives it away.
Mm,
Um, that's its tail. Its tail kind of looks like scorpion-like. I'd say that this probably helps when you're in a pinch, right? Like
mhm,
if you're playing your game and like somebody lays down the dragon cat queen, right? And they're
mm,
like, "Dragon cat queen, do evil upon the other person's character." You can pull out this creature and you can be like, "No, displace me." And so I think that they are a little, I think that they're useful, but not that
mhm.
great. So let's say C tier.
Okay. And I'll quickly explain. That is a cat screaming in the background. Usually I would edit around that, but it seems, in fitting with the theme of this video. Yes. So this is a displacer beast from one of the Dungeons and Dragons crossover sets. I thought it would be fun to include one of those in each of these videos that we do. And you alluded to in the beginning that your understanding is that there is some crossover between magic and other things.
Yeah.
There is. People have strong feelings about it. And for those people, this is the last non-canonical cat in this video.
Oh my god.
I wanted to avoid non-canonical cat controversy.
That's fair. We don't need people in the YouTube comments coming at us.
Hmm. This is Oketra.
Interesting. I'm gonna say that every time. um, I don't know. It's giving Cleopatra. It has this aura. I think so far, if we're doing what we know that I should do, and S is sexy, I think that this one has to go into the S tier.
Okay, I want to point out that's an entirely self-administered rule.
And like, okay, I need everyone to know that like sexy does not mean sexual. It is an aura thing. Like it has nothing to
Okay.
do with anybody's attraction to which way you're that. Like Nosferatu, sexy. Not an attractive creature by any means. So, just so you know. Just so
It's
you
good
know.
to know that your sexiness-based criteria was not limited to the vampire video, where that was perhaps more immediately understandable.
It's all
That is
about
just the
aura.
framework in which you rate any living thing you come across.
Yeah.
All right, so that was a good catch about her having Cleopatra vibes, because she actually comes from Amonkhet, an ancient Egypt-inspired setting.
Very cool.
She is a goddess, and at first people thought she was chill, but it turns out she had been brainwashed into a death cult
Oh, no.
to sort of gather dead people to turn into mummy soldiers. So that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. I don't know. I guess like a goddess who gets brainwashed into a cult doesn't seem all that powerful.
Yeah, everybody was getting manipulated, from god and goddesses down to humans.
Devastating.
Pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then this is the only time I'm going to include two versions of the same character.
Okay.
I thought that the status quo change was so severe that it warranted it. This is God Eternal Oketra.
See, also S tier immediately.
Okay.
So much aura. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Like, that is just like, not to overuse it, that is just so much aura emanating from that little JPEG.
It's funny because aura is a type of card in Magic. So I hope this confuses people.
Me too.
So this is Oketra after she died and was brought back as a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Nicobolus was the big villain who was manipulating her to begin with, and he put her into the same system that turned her into a zombie mummy soldier, so that he could try and take over the multiverse. It didn't work, and now she's seemingly dead for good.
Dang.
But what I find most interesting about zombie Oketra is there is discourse on whether or not her skeleton should have ears. Because on one hand, cats do not have ear bones, as I imagine most creatures don't, just cartilage.
Yeah.
On the other hand, people argue that she didn't look enough like a cat without cat ears.
Yeah. I think I'm on the side that she deserves cat ears, and it's mostly because if you are a reanimated skeleton zombie of any type, I assume that you also get to just like customize your body a little bit on the return, especially like, you know, like all those movies and stuff where like it's like a zombie but you recognize that it's your friend because they still have their very specific signature mustache. You know, like I think that's just a rule of reanimation.
Is this a targeted example?
I think if you came back as a zombie, you'd have that mustache.
Okay. Interesting. I think there should be a compromise where she has anime catgirl headphones.
Something like that.
This is Igra, or Yigra.
Okay. It's the creature in the background, right?
Yeah. The panthery looking one.
Oh, that looks so powerful, but also scaring little bunnies, which makes them not that nice. So I'm going to put them in the A tier, which is like powerful but questionable morals.
Okay, interesting. So, more questionable morals than the zombie goddess who was a tool of invasion.
When you have that much aura, you can have bad morals.
Interesting. Okay, so Yigra is an elemental cat, and she is from a setting called Bloomborough, where the main inhabitants are anthropomorphic small animals in the vein of something like Redwall, if you're familiar with that. Rabbits, mice, birds, and so on. And then all of the larger animals, big cats, wolves, there's a moose, are these elemental monster type things that are usually evil, or at least very predatory.
Yeah. This is exactly the plot of Zootopia, I think. But don't quote me on that.
All right, so this is not actually a creature, but it's a creature depicted in the art of a card called Classification.
Oh, it's so cute. This is the one that looks the most cat-like so far. It's so cute. I'm gonna put it in B because it's like basic, not super sexy looking. Can't put it up there, even though this one calls to me the most. Is it also like a fish?
Yeah, so I don't know specifically where the frills are coming from, but it is from Ikoria, which is a like kaiju weird monster setting. And often there are hybrid aspects to the animals, so something like that probably happened here. I'm not sure what animal specifically. And the flavor text on this card was Turns out the case of the flattened outpost and the case of the missing kitten were related.
Oh no. It's so cute. I would take that cat home.
Mm-hmm. This is Brimaz.
And what is he doing in that picture? Can you tell?
Pointing a weapon.
Okay. I think I'm gonna put him in A, because he looks a lot like the Scar / Mufasa king. And I think I'm gonna be reserving S tier for women only, because the patriarchy that we're living underneath right now needs to keep men down just a peg.
All right. Well, don't worry. This guy has been humbled, even though he was a chill dude. And it's interesting you point out his similarity to Ajani, because they were friends. Many shipped them. He was king of his particular group of Leonin.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually the Phyrexians, who you might remember from the vampire video, are the mutant alien cyborg force. They corrupted him, and then he died.
So you'd say him and Johnny might have a heated rivalry?
No, I think they were always on, like, the same page.
Dang it.
I think that your fresh references just don't apply in this instance.
Next time.
I think it's more of a heated traditional friendship.
I see.
This is Lord Windigrace.
He looks like... I'm just wondering some of the backstories of some of these. Obviously, you're going to tell me. But he looks like he just does the jobs that he's supposed to do. Like, he doesn't look like he's somebody who can make a decision. It looks like I'm the enforcer, not the decision maker. I'm probably comically wrong. But I also think that whatever decisions or enforcements that this character makes just go awry more often than not. And because of that, I'm going to put them in C.
Okay. Yeah, so it's interesting that you choose him as, like, a follower, not a leader, because he was, like, king of his people. Worshipped as a god, even.
Okay, but I heard past tense?
Yes. So, he lived, like, thousands of years ago from the present story. He got a card after Ajani, but he was created as a character, like, many years beforehand. He's one of the pretty early Magic characters. He helped save the world, eventually died, sort of came back as a spirit, but he was very anti-technology to, I would say, perhaps an obsessive point. But I would say that's what kind of defines him now.
And he pulls the people down with him.
All right.
That's my head.
And I wanted to use that as a segue, because this guy's anti-technology, but there is some technology that is useful, such as medical technology. And the reason I'm doing this video, I brought you here under nefarious purposes, which is to try to raise awareness of the fact that my fiancé and I have 3 cats, and 2 of them are currently experiencing some expensive, complicated medical issues. We are running a GoFundMe, which will be linked below. I am also auctioning off some miscellaneous Magic souvenirs that I have assembled over the years. And I'll also put a photo of the cats up. Grace, you simply have to use your imagination.
I've seen them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, any money that people can give or just spreading the word would be greatly appreciated. Anyone who contributes in either way, I will give a year of my Patreon to for free. And Trevor contributes the most money, I will let choose a video topic from my big list of ideas.
That sounds pretty juicy. If at any point I make you laugh, viewer, I'm just saying, leaving a little donation on that front, I think would be really nice.
And this is Jareth.
There's so much happening. Like, why does he have a 50 pack on his stomach.
In my notes, I just have weird abs.
Yeah. It's like, are you the Thing from Fantastic Four? Are you a cat? Why is your arm so disproportionate to the rest of your body? I say, for lack of attention to detail, D tier.
Okay. Yeah, so he is a living sandstone statue. So I don't know if he had like a bad sculptor or what.
I would argue so.
He's also a gladiator.
Which is kind of cool, but Rome's out this year.
I don't know why every proportion choice makes me ask questions.
It's just like a little disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Overall.
This is Nethroy.
That... Are you sure? Are you sure this is a cat? Oh my gosh. That's scary. Is that like a snake next to them?
I think it's like a spirit.
Interesting. Okay. F tier because that's not a cat. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. So, this is a cat nightmare beast. They are also from Ikoria, the weird hybrid monster setting.
Okay.
But I think you're valid in saying that they don't particularly look like a cat.
No. I think there are different animal expressions that are all valid, but it's like entering a pie contest with a cake. Like, sure, a lot of the same ingredients, but there's something off here.
This is Jazzle Goldmane.
I just don't like his vibe. I don't like it
I
at
think
all.
what we found is that you struggle when a cat man has abs.
I think it makes me uncomfortable. Like, why does he have abs? Like, can cats even use their cores like that? Okay, I'm gonna put him in C tier.
Okay.
With his buddy that I also underestimated. He's giving a little bit of Tarzan.
Yeah.
And I think Tarzan is unrealistic. How would he communicate with the apes? Anyway, moving on.
Yes. So Jazzle Goldmane is the brother of Ajani Goldmane, part of Ajani's tortured backstory. So Ajani has white fur and was ostracized by his community, but his brother was the only one who wasn't white cat racist.
Oh my god.
But then his brother died, and Ajani got upset.
I'm sorry to that man.
Yep. I think it's fair to get upset when your brother dies. The only not white cat racist person you know dies.
Yeah. So are white cats like a marginalized community?
I guess. I know white lions are a real thing. I don't know what the cat color dynamics are within lion communities.
Fair enough.
This is another non-individual. Prowling Ceropopard.
I mean, I also don't think that's a cat. F tier, not a cat.
Okay.
F is for failed. Failed at being a cat.
So this is a cat snake. And what I find cool is that the Ceropopard is an actual creature from Egyptian mythology. This card also comes from the same setting as Oketra. And I like the interpretation that, like many monsters and creatures from mythology, it's just someone saw a giraffe, and giraffes are really weird looking.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
This is Leori.
Okay, to make up for my previous cat dragon slander, I will put this one in A tier.
Okay. So this is an elemental cat, despite having dragon wings, it looks like. Also from the hybrid monster setting of Ikoria. But this character is perhaps most notable for story controversies, because just looking off of the card art that they initially appeared in, people assumed that they had like a really heartwarming story with this other character, but then the book corresponding with the set came out, and it turns out that that guy was like borderline evil, had no particular attachment to her. So people felt like there was a disconnect there.
Disappointing.
This is Prava of the Steel Legion.
Why would only the top half need to be protected? Their whole midsection is open to attack. And I think that while it's probably not this cat's fault, I am going to blame it for the problems of its society and put it in D tier.
Okay. Your cat ab prejudice rears its head again.
I shouldn't see it. It's obscene.
So they are from an obscure Roman-inspired setting. My only attempt at an answer as to why they are dressed like that is that I feel, in movies at least, often Greeks and Romans are kind of under-armored. So it's probably evoking back to that, even if it's not necessarily historically accurate.
Yeah. Fair enough.
This is Zahur.
I mean, maybe it's the image, but I think it's going in not a cat.
Okay, I can give you a better image.
Okay, that one is a little more cat-like. And it has... Okay. And there's no abs to really upset me. Okay, I think... Okay. Amendment going into A tier.
Okay. What do you mean by amendment?
Not a cat was wrong.
Okay.
Once I could see it just a little bit better, I now believe that it is a cat. So that means that I can also continue to believe, like, oh, it looks a little bit powerful. They're wheeling into battle on a chariot, carried by who? Who knows? They have a big spear in the back that looks like it won't really work. Like, it has a really thin... has a really thin handle and a huge spearhead that I just don't think you could do any real damage with, but neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So A tier.
First of all, I think that they are indeed less zoomed in on than most creatures in Magic. So I think your initial response is understandable. And they are from the same Egyptian setting, Amonkhet. They are a cat mummy, but they are cool. They're a good person, and they also retained their individuality, unlike certain mummies of the past. And they are a good kart racer. This is Luris.
Is that 2 sets of eyes?
Yes.
Okay. This one also, while not as friendly as their companion next to them, aka the little fish cat, this is the one giving most you could sit in my lap and I would bet you type of cat. So I think it's going to go into B for, like, I don't know what I'm thinking B stands for, but, like, better than C.
Okay.
And more cat-like.
C for cat-like, parentheses, not enough. So, yeah, it's fitting that these two are together. They're from the same home plane.
My mind.
And what I like is Luris has a little kitten here. They're a cat nightmare, but what is most notable about them is that the card, Luris's card, is extremely infamously broken.
Oh, no.
That's not Luris's, the character's fault.
Tragic.
This is Balin, but specifically the anime art version, because that would be funnier.
Okay. I have...
You had strong feelings on the chibi art in the last video, so I wanted to continue on with that.
I have such mixed feelings about anime cat girls.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is what I mean. S for sexy does not mean sexy. Okay? There's no aura coming off of her. She just looks like she exists. And also, she's not a cat, so she has to go in an F. Not a cat.
Wow. Lines have been drawn that cat girls are not cats.
She's not.
I did do the character dirty by choosing the anime version, but also, again, I thought it'd be funny. She is a cat knight. She is not particularly notable. Anime alternate arts are not uncommon in the game. I would say that they vary in quality, and this particular art is not one I would say I'm a fan of. I think her face is weirdly smooth, but I'm not against the style in concept. This is Isuka's chariot.
I was picturing that as like a cat head morphed to the top of like the chariot.
Like the bus in that Ghibli movie.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think this is B tier. Like, that's a cat.
Okay. 2 cats.
Yeah, those are 2 cats.
So this is from Kaldheim, a Norse-inspired setting. It is actually directly based on Norse mythology, where the goddess Freya has a cat-drawn chariot. And I just think cats are famously difficult to wrangle. Seems like a poor choice for a pack animal, in my opinion, but it is very cute.
Yes. F for functionality, B for being a cat.
This is Akanek Ahau. I have to assume I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
Is like the spiky thing on the side like its arm?
No, it is a sword.
Oh, okay.
And it is a particular Mesoamerican weapon that I'll put the name up on screen.
Very cool. I don't know, they look pretty powerful, but they also just kind of look like a worker bee to me. So I'd say C tier.
Okay. It's interesting that you keep choosing god kings of their people, saying that they look like underlings.
If you are the leader, aren't you supposed to be serving your people?
Are you aware of the common saying, the dog is brought food by a human every day. It thinks the human must be a god. The cat is brought food every day by its human. They think that they must be a god.
Yes.
But the goat sees you as an equal.
There's actually a new movie called like Goat Detective, I think, where that concept is proven true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And is this different from the upcoming goat basketball movie?
Yes. The Goat Detective has Jean Valjean from the Les Mis movie. I cannot remember his name.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. Hugh Jackman
Okay.
is a goat tender, whatever that is. And he reads stories to his goats every night. And then when he is murdered, his goats use their story knowledge, because he reads them like crime mysteries, to go solve his murder.
Okay. Well, at first I was picturing like an actual goat detective, and then you said Hugh Jackman, and I thought, oh, it's just a human detective who likes goats. But then, turned back around, it is Goat Detective.
That it is.
Okay, I'll have to look into that. I think we're in a goat renaissance.
Apparently.
Next time I'll have you rank the 5 to 10 goats of Magic the Gathering.
Oh my god.
I guess there are some satyrs that arguably counts.
I would count satyrs.
Even though you have apparently very strict definition of what is a cat.
I do.
Your goat guidelines are looser.
They are.
Anyway, and one more thing about Akanek is that they are from a group of Mesoamerican-inspired underground cat people. But they are the second unrelated group of Mesoamerican-inspired cat people in Magic. And I just think that's interesting.
Somebody said, well, we must have had these ideas at the same time. No need to combine.
No, they were like, I don't know, 10 to 15 years apart.
Goodness gracious.
But I think that this rendition had like actual Latin American people involved. So
that would be good.
Probably some more thoughtful representation. This is Jedit O'Janin.
Why do I have to look at that? D tier. I would put it in F, but that is clearly a cat. So,
Yeah,
like, it doesn't fit the criteria for not a cat.
Mm-hmm.
But it does fit the criteria for making me extremely uncomfortable.
Okay. So, at the beginning, when you were going on about how sexy Oketra is, I thought this video was going to go in a very different direction.
I don't know. Maybe it's the abs.
This one, he barely has abs. They're not as sculpted.
The stripes, I think, cause an illusion of abs.
Okay, I see. He is a mercenary, and this is a very old card. It is from 1994, I believe, and it was the first set to have legendary creatures who are like distinct characters on a card. Mm-hmm. So historically relevant, but apparently very scary to Grace.
It reminds me, like, those old, like, Renaissance paintings where it's like, are you sure you ever saw a cat in real life?
Are you saying that the artist of this card probably hasn't seen a humanoid tiger man in real life?
Yeah. They should have used Tony the Tiger.
True. This is Cross.
The aura.
And I'm going to pull up a photo because I need you to see his hair, like in high definition. There were so many things with Cross in the name, apparently. Here we go.
His aura, I think, I hate to admit it, he goes in S.
Fascinating. I really thought that the mutton chops on a cat would decrease his score.
I'm so sorry. Somehow it works.
All right, so he is from New Capenna, which is a mafia-inspired setting. His title is defense contractor. I think that might be a pun because they're like crime lawyers, but maybe he's into arms dealing, military-industrial complex stuff.
So is this in like a world where, like, so if there's like lawyers, right? Like, are there other structures to society?
Honestly, that's a good question. And many people's biggest criticism with this setting is that in a world where everybody's in the mafia, like, it's not really crime if everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
And arguably, crime as a genre requires a force to go against the crime, which is kind of missing.
Yeah. Interesting. Is it a criminal organization if there is no crime?
Right. I think that his hair is a crime, but apparently I'm alone in that.
I think you are. It works for him.
This is Kahira.
I mean, that's not a cat. Like, sure, it has fur, walks on 4 legs, has antlers. That's a deer. I think, but it looks so powerful. Okay, I'm going to put it in B.
Wow.
I think it matches the other creatures. But spiritually, it's F tier.
Okay. I think a spiritual placement is a meaningless statement, but it is your list. They are a cat beast, again from the monster plane of Ikoria. They are known as the Orphan Guard, and they are surrounded by babies of many different species, which I think is very cute.
That is adorable. Wholesome.
So we got 2 different parents from Ikoria in B tier. They can have a play date.
B stands for best dad.
This is Roxanne.
She has features that align her with the anime cat girl.
Okay.
But she is a cat. She has the cat face, the teeth. Just because she's anthropomorphic doesn't make her not a cat.
Yes.
But her anthropomorphism does make her kind of sexy. You can put her in S tier. I'm so sorry.
Who are you sorry to?
I'm sorry to God at this point.
Fair enough. Let it not be said that you are prejudiced against anthropomorphic cats. I think you have very distinct and, to me at least, unclear requirements for what makes an attractive one, but you're clearly not against them as an entire classification.
Correct.
All right, so Roxanne is from Thunder Junction, an Old West inspired setting. She has magical meteorite powers. I find her obnoxious to play against, even though she is not particularly powerful.
Just rage baiting you into the worst ways.
But I guess now at least I can be happy that she's making Grace happy.
Whoa.
This is Ren and Sari. This is a cat here, and then this is a dog.
Okay, because I was gonna say that one is clearly a dog. Like, I almost, like, relegated it down to F. Like, not a cat. Like, you can't lie to me and say that's a cat. I say B. They look like pets.
Okay.
Sure, they're probably goddesses of the universe.
No, actually, these ones I think are just a normal dog and a normal cat.
Wow.
They are Ren and Sari inseparable because they're friends. So,
So cute.
delightful. I love when a dog is friends with a cat and vice versa in real life.
Me too.
This is Denry Klin.
D for making me uncomfortable.
Okay, expand on that.
I think that their ears are not cat-like enough to convince me of their catness. I think maybe there's too much clothing, which I know that I have been punishing the others for having not enough clothing.
But there's a median point.
But there's a median point that I think he just, like, blows out of the water.
So, entire body needs to be covered, but you can't have too many layers.
Yeah, something like that. It's like you're a cat.
Okay.
Like, your fur has to act as, like, the base.
So they are from New Capenna, the mafia-run plane. They are a newspaper editor. And they have a really self-serious backstory where they compare their handling of a newspaper to, like, running an organization. And they're like, making my way up in this field is the same as the life or death stakes of the mafia.
My gosh. Yeah, D for self-importance. Like, what a monster.
So I learned that Denry is in fact an uncommon but real name.
Love that, though.
So if you're having a kid, consider Denry.
Yeah, perfect.
This is Jetmir.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that's just a headpiece. But now I have questions. It's like, what antlered creature does this society of cats have a hierarchy over, to which, like, killing them and wearing their antlers isn't, like, a bad thing, right? Like, in a world where things are anthropomorphized, is everything anthropomorphic?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just these cats, and then, like, deer and antelope and stuff are just deer and antelope? Or are they killing their brethren and wearing their skin in the middle of this hall? It looks like it's probably cold there, so I can maybe give a pass on the too much clothing. But I just don't really like them. I think that they look kind of mean. So let's do D tier.
Okay. I loved hearing your thoughts on the ethics of horn collection in this magical cat person society.
Yeah.
Those are in fact his actual horns. He is a cat demon.
See? Almost made it to not a cat.
So he was born a cat person and sort of ascended to demonhood.
Okay.
He is from that same mafia setting. He is in fact the leader of one of the families.
He looked
and
like a
he
mafia
is a big
leader.
party dude.
Yeah, he has a lot of people over to his house in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
He did look like a mafia guy. I was gonna ask that, but I figured he would tell me.
This is Miri.
Ugh, unfortunate. S. Everyone's gonna think I'm into cat girls.
You know what's super funny? She
I
was in the
made
vampire
this.
video, and you made that, like, exact quote. I'll play them back to back in the video. And this is Miri.
Cat with boobs.
Sadly, because of the way this character is drawn, there is sex appeal.
You're really outing yourself here.
This is not my personal opinion. I am an unbiased. This looks so bad for me. I'm nothing if not predictable.
But also, there's nothing that you putting her in S tier is going to make people think about you that this entire video isn't already going to make people think.
That's true. I'm owning this truth.
She is a cat warrior. She is a hero. She belonged to a crew of heroic interdimensional freedom fighters. She tragically died, but as discussed in the vampire video, in an alternate reality, she became a vampire. Grace finds her sexy in both forms.
Unfortunately. That's actually like cosmic.
This is Hawk.
So cute. But also looks like maybe tearing apart the fabric of the universe. I'll do A tier. For no real reason.
So first of all, I think a real cat would tear apart the fabric of the universe, given the opportunity.
Given the chance, yeah.
So they are from the same Mesoamerican cat person setting as this guy, but not the same Mesoamerican cat person setting as this guy.
Just to be clear.
Mm-hmm. And I hate him because I find his card exceptionally irritating to play against on Magic Arena for reasons that I won't force you to listen to.
What this A tier says to use just says, get good.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
But watchers, if you know, you know. This is a picture of my cat, Ella, judging me for playing Magic the Gathering Arena.
A tier, obviously.
So Ella is actually the one member of our cats who is not sick. So you heard it here first. Judging people who play Magic will keep you healthy.
That's why I'm going to live forever.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
But even though God is judging you for other things.
Tragically.
And then finally, we have the card Natural Selection.
That's not a cat! That is not a cat! I'm so sorry. I probably just blew
That's going to be the intro clip,
ears.
just you yelling that.
F tier.
Okay. So that hurts me because I love this guy. I don't know why they made him look like that. The card is called Natural Selection, so I guess him being a bird, tiger, man hybrid has something to do with evolution.
Sure.
But I don't know what specifically.
If you make up the rules of evolution, sure.
Another member of his species was a supporting character in a 2-issue unfinished magazine comic from the 90s. He was the personal assistant to a really unlikable wizard.
I think I would rank him higher if this wasn't about cats.
Right. You know, I think that's fair enough. You stuck to your standards, your criteria.
I had one rule. You're either sexy or you're not a cat. The rest is gray area.
There's a lot to unpack there.
That sounds so damaging. I have a real job. I'm a fully grown adult. This is an internet footprint. Beautiful.
Well, you know, we got a nice balanced list.
I try.
I think from this video, we can tell certain things about you. Like, you don't like tigers.
Oh, well. I don't like these tigers.
You like Tony the tiger.
That feels slanderous.
Tigger.
Yeah. I mess with Tigger.
The tiger from Life of Pi.
I've never seen The Life of Pi.
Okay. Those are all the famous fictional tigers I can think of off the top of my head. Tiger from Aladdin.
I like the tiger from Aladdin.
Okay.
So, you know, my rules, they vary.
Always good to end things with an unrelated ranking. It's a special bonus episode. Grace ranks fictional tigers that Truman can remember off the top of his head.
I think we just finished that.
Grace, thank you very much for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
As mentioned previously, we are podcast co-hosts. And we're friends. You're going to be a groomsperson at my wedding. But as always, most importantly, the podcast. Would you like to briefly describe what goes on there?
We have a podcast. It's called To My Chagrin. We talk about Twilight in much the same way. I spend a lot of time ranking characters on how good they are and whether or not they're cats. So, most of them end up in F tier. I feel like Alice might be a cat. Like, if we're putting criteria.
The vampires are described in feline terms fairly often.
Yeah, they are.
There's something there.
Truman and I just discussed Twilight. I have a lot of useless knowledge. Truman is discovering it along the way, and we have lots of laughs, so feel free to give it a listen.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of this dynamic, because Grace, big Twilight fan. At the time of the start of the podcast, I had never read or seen anything Twilight, and I'm discovering it all for the first time. We go chapter by chapter, and then we watch the corresponding movie. Mm-hmm. We are very close to finishing the book New Moon.
After
hence
4 years.
Yes. Hence our, all-time classic intro, What's New Moon with You?
Mm-hmm. We'll have
and
to find
you better believe we will be asking, what is Breaking Dawn with You?
Which
and
makes
so forth. Sense. And again, the GoFundMe and the eBay are in the description. Anything you can contribute or share would be greatly appreciated. These are great cats. One of them did scratch my face, as shown in a previous video, but that was an accident, I think.
You can't hold it against them.
Mm-hmm. And you can make a difference.
Go do it.
Do it, or Grace will either put
threats?
cats that you are attracted to in F tier, or put cats that you aren't attracted to in S tier. Yeah. Whatever would be more debilitating to you, Grace will do.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.